so important to truly understand what we're talking about when we talk about consciousness, the different levels of consciousness and how they determine your reality. One of the things we wanted to share is the formula for creation. When we understand that consciousness is what summons energy to create change, transformation, manifestations, and miracles in our lives, everything shifts. When you hear about spontaneous healings, what really happened was a shift in consciousness, a shift out of resistance, reaction, and fear, and into oneness, peace, and freedom. That shift allowed the energy to come through, move into form, and do those miraculous things. If you want to create anything in your life, you have to move into a new level of consciousness. Consciousness is what moves energy into form. When we talk about new energy, all of this energy is already available to us. It's all your energy. There is no lack. You summoning energy for yourself does not take energy away from anyone else. Most of the time, we're not fully opening up and allowing the energy that's here to move into form and create manifestations and miracles in our lives. We're in resistance and reaction. We might say, I really want more well-being. I want love in my life. I want abundance. But when we're in resistance to anything, we're in resistance to everything. That means we're not summoning that energy. This is why consciousness is such an important part of the process, and why what you do is so pivotal. When we raise our awareness and raise our consciousness, we move beyond beliefs rooted in lack, limitation, and old stories. We move beyond holding ourselves in separation or staying stuck in an endless cycle of constantly needing to fix and heal ourselves. It's simply an awareness that when we're constantly trying to heal, fix, figure out what's wrong, and get rid of parts of ourselves, when we're fighting against the ego, we're actually judging ourselves. And when we're in judgment of ourselves, we're not aligned with our wholeness, our perfection, or our truth. When we step into a state of pure love for ourselves and move beyond judgment, we begin to summon the energy of ultimate love, pure love, well-being, and abundance. Then the manifestations and miracles that are already available to us can begin to move into our lives. In every moment, you have the ability to elevate your consciousness and summon the energy to create more of what you want in your life. More freedom, more peace, more love, more abundance, more harmony. Repatterning judgment is a practice. For many people, it's an ongoing practice. It's also about becoming aware of what judgment does to our physical body, what it does to our mind, and how it affects our ability to create what we truly want. This is where realization comes in. If you're not familiar with the term realization, we define it as the integration of every part of you. If you try to reject your ego or see it as something bad, you're rejecting a part of yourself. That's judgment. Instead, realization is about integrating and embracing every part of you in your wholeness. Some people say the ego is the fearful part of me. But what's really happening is that when we hold ourselves in a lower level of consciousness or frequency, we entangle with separation, fear, lack, and limitation. When you elevate yourself in the moment to a higher level of consciousness, you naturally feel pure love, joy, freedom, and abundance. It wasn't a bad part of you. It was simply your frequency. Realization is about integrating every part of yourself, aligning with your wholeness and perfection, and coming into your inner power, your source energy. When we talk about realization, or even enlightenment, it's about fully stepping into your self-worth and your higher knowing. It's about recognizing the pure love that you are, instead of fighting against or pushing away parts of yourself. Sometimes it's just a habit, and habits can change.